Hi, I'm Big City Recovering Addict. Today is November 24th, 2025, and this is your daily affirmation. I will never be a victim. I choose to empower myself. Today, I remind myself a truth that is both hard and healing. I am not a victim. I am a survivor. I may have been imprisoned by my addiction, trapped in a life that twisted my actions and my thoughts, until even I couldn't recognize myself. There were days when I felt like a monster, and nights when the things I did and the things I thought made me believe that maybe I really was one. And even now, when I look back on the mistakes, the decisions, the choices that hurt me and hurt others, that shadow can still fall over me. But I do not live in the past anymore. I don't dwell there. I don't stay stuck in the version of myself that no longer exists. Yes, I made bad choices. Yes, there were consequences, real ones. And yes, some of those consequences fell on people that I cared about the most as much as they fell on me. But even then, I was not the victim. I was someone who was dealt a bad hand, but also someone who kept playing a losing game because I didn't know how to walk away. But eventually I did. And that was the moment that everything changed. That was a moment that I stopped paying a debt to my addiction that I never owed. When I finally said, enough, I will no longer give any more of myself to something that only takes from me. People may hear my story, my testimony. They may look at me with sympathy or pity, and that's fine. They can feel whatever they want to feel. But I will never let anyone look at me like I'm the victim, because I'm not. I'm the one who faced my consequences head on. I'm the one who refuses to hide from what my actions created. I am not telling my story to be rescued. I am telling it to empower. I am telling it to show what survival looks like from the inside. Because my story isn't one of defeat. It is one of resurrection. My story is proof that no matter how dark the night gets, the morning still comes. No matter how helpless, hopeless, or lost someone feels, there is always a way out. I am that proof. I didn't give up, even when everything inside of me was screaming for me to do so. I kept going, and that alone makes me a survivor. So instead of being the victim, I am choosing to be the inspiration. Now, when someone thinks of someone who is inspirational, struggling or recovering addict isn't the first thing that someone thinks of. But that's because they've never seen what it looks like to rise from the lowest of lows, to hit rock bottom and discover it has a basement, and then claw and crawl your way out with nothing but desperation and the hope of a new life. They've never seen someone fight like hell and win, like a struggling and recovering addict. And if someone like that, someone like me, someone like you, can look at another person with nothing but hope, love, and belief in their eyes, and someone like me and you can look at that person and offer them the same strength and the same hope that we had that saved our lives in order to save theirs, how could we ever be considered a victim? No, I am not a victim. I am a victor. And today I choose to empower myself. Every step, every breath, and every moment forward. Because we know what it's like to fall. We know what it's like to break. Because we know what it's like to lose everything and still get up and try again. We are not the victims. We are the victors. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I will talk to you later. Bye.